Welcome everyone to Gamer Meld. Today I've got one of the biggest stories of 2020 so far, starting with the 9900KS reaching EOL status, Intel's quote game-changing entrance into the GPU market, next-gen Nvidia GPU specs leak, and they get benchmarked, and AMD is finally fixing their drivers. But first, are you sick of all the cutesy and cuddly RPGs? We'll get real and dark with today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends, the free-to-play sensation that's now available on PC with cross-platform support, so you can use your same character across both platforms. And let's get real, my favorite thing has got to be the graphics, and now's the perfect time to join because Season 1 of the Battle Pass event has begun, with rewards including free gems, upgraded artifacts, and so much more. So what are you waiting for? Go to the video description, click on the special links, and if you're a new player, you'll get 100,000 silver, 1 energy refill, 50 gems, and 1 free champion, Executioner. Okay, it's news time, and first up for today, it looks like Intel may already be killing off their newest i9 9900KS. If you didn't know, the 9900KS is effectively a heavily binned 9900K that gets an impressive all-core boost clock of 5 GHz. Unfortunately though, if you haven't already picked one up, ComputerBase is reporting that the CPU seems to have reached end-of-life status. Of course, it was only ever meant to be a special edition chip, but it's definitely gotten here pretty fast. The processor seems to be completely out of stock at many retailers, with only bigger stores like Amazon offering the chip, though at a massive premium. At the end of the day, this could be good because it likely spells the release of Intel's 10th gen desktop chips. Fingers crossed. Next up for today, while I recently reported on the uptick AMD received in John Petty Research's newest Q4 GPU report, there was another interesting bit of news that I missed. In the report, John Petty specifically stated that, quote, 2020 is going to be a game changer with Intel's entry into the discrete GPU market and possible fourth entry by an IP company. Basically, the research firm is excited for Intel's potential, and while it isn't the first time the company made such an attempt, they're clearly taking it more seriously than ever. At the end of the day, with Intel's iGPU experience and the talent they've been gathering over the last few years, if anyone can do it in such a short time, it's Intel. Of course, time, as always, will tell. Next up for today is a massive story, so I'm just gonna get right into it. In a recent tweet from one of our favorite Twitter users, RO Game, he found and shared a couple Geekbench benchmarks. But these bad boys aren't just any old thing. They actually include 2 brand new Nvidia GPUs, and to say these are almost definitely next-gen cards would be an understatement. The first GPU comes with a whopping 6,912 CUDA cores, while the second comes with 7,552. For reference, Nvidia's data center card, the Tesla V100, only comes with 5,120 CUDA cores, and the RTX 2080 Ti only has 4,352. Now, it could be some kind of dual card, but I highly doubt it. Either way, the card with fewer CUDA cores comes with 47 GB of memory, but that's likely just read wrong and it's 48. While the bigger card comes with just 24 GB. I can't believe I said just 24 when referring to GPU memory. Finally, you can see that both cards are clocked fairly low. Now, with that said, these are likely early engineering samples given these benchmarks are actually a bit old but were just now spotted, so clocks will almost certainly go up. But even so, these are pretty much definitely Tesla or Quadro cards, given the ultra low clocks, massive amount of VRAM, and huge uptick in cores. To slightly counter that though, I would point out that the tests were done on a mainstream Z370, which is odd, but it could have just been a quick test. I'd still put these as being something like a Tesla card. Either way, they still give us a hint at how powerful Nvidia's next gen can be. So when it comes to the actual benchmarks themselves, you can see the higher core GPU got an OpenCL score of 184,096, while the smaller one got 141,654. For context, while looking at the Geekbench chart, a 32GB Tesla V100 gets 153,741 and the RTX 2080 Ti is at 128,990. That means the bigger GPU crushes the 2080 Ti by nearly 43% and it beats the Tesla V100 by almost 20%. And to top it off, remember that both of these cards have way lower clocks compared to the 2080 Ti. Basically, these are some seriously powerful cards, with the higher core count model being the most powerful GPU yet, and by a decent margin, which means Nvidia has quite a bit of wiggle room to face AMD's Navi head on. Let's just say Big Navi needs to be really, really big. Of course, AMD needs to fix some lingering Navi driver issues first, which is luckily what they seem to be doing as of late. In their recently released Radeon Software Journal 2020 edition 20.2.2, AMD did fix some of the reported issues, but not all. According to them, the new update, quote, resolves many black screen issues. AMD is aware that some users may still experience black screen or system hang issues during extended periods of gameplay. AMD will continue to monitor and investigate reports of these issues closely. Basically, they're working on it, and while this fixes some of the issues, it definitely isn't all of them. Either way, if you're a Radeon user, I definitely would suggest installing the newest update. So while that does it for today, what do you think of these two new Nvidia GPUs? Will their next gen completely dominate, or will AMD come back with Big Navi? Let me know down in the comments below, and definitely don't forget to check out Raid Shadow Legends. And as always, have a great day.